Sally Field once admitted she hated Tommy Lee Jones more than anyone she had ever worked with, and the story behind that powerful statement reveals both her resilience and her unwavering honesty. Sally Margaret Field was born in Pasadena, California in 1946. To actress Margaret Field and stuntman Jock Mahoney, growing up surrounded by the world of film, yet struggling with a childhood filled with emotional challenges and insecurity. She described herself as shy and unsure, but her spark was undeniable. After finishing high school, she landed her first big role in the 1965 sitcom Gidget, where she charmed audiences with her bright energy and perfect comic timing. The show lasted only one season, but it made her a star and led to her next famous role as the Flying Nun, Sister Bertrille, in The Flying Nun. Despite the fame, Sally felt trapped, typecast as the sweet and bubbly girl when she longed to be taken seriously as a dramatic actress. Refusing to accept that label, she began training with the legendary acting teacher Lee Strasberg, who taught her how to dig deep emotionally and trust her instincts, a move that transformed her completely. Her new confidence led to her breathtaking performance in Sybil in 1976, where she portrayed a young woman with multiple personalities, a role that won her an Emmy and completely changed how Hollywood saw her. No longer the cute TV girl, Sally Field became a powerhouse actress capable of breathtaking emotional range. In 1979, she took on Norma, the story of a mill worker turned union activist, and her performance electrified audiences, earning her the Academy Award for Best Actress, and one of the most famous Oscar speeches in history, where she exclaimed, "You like me, you really like me." The 1980s cemented her as one of the most talented actresses in the world, with unforgettable roles in Places in the Heart, which earned her another Oscar, and Steel Magnolias, where she played a mother fighting heartbreak with courage and grace. Her career was filled with success, but her personal life was equally complex. She married Stephen Craig in 1968 and had two sons, Peter and Eli, both of whom later became successful in Hollywood as writers and directors. After their divorce, she began a passionate and highly publicized relationship with Burt Reynolds, her co-star from Smokey and the Bandit. Their chemistry lit up the screen, but off-screen their love was fiery and unstable. Field later admitted that while she cared deeply for him, the relationship was emotionally difficult. In her memoir In Pieces, she described it as both intoxicating and painful, while Reynolds would later call her the love of his life. She later married producer Alan Greisman and had her third son, Sam, continuing to balance motherhood with her career. But among all her collaborations, one stood out for the wrong reasons: her time working with Tommy Lee Jones on the 1981 film Back Roads. Behind the scenes, their relationship was famously toxic. Sally later said, "I truly hated him more than anyone I'd ever worked with." Both actors were at major points in their careers, Field already an Oscar winner, and Jones known for his intense, often intimidating presence. Their working styles couldn't have been more different. She approached acting with emotion and empathy while he was methodical, brooding, and sometimes domineering. She later said he treated her condescendingly, as if she didn't know what she was doing, even though she had already won an Oscar. The tension on set was so strong that even crew members described it as unbearable. Yet that same tension created electric chemistry on screen. Their scenes felt raw because the emotion was real. Field admitted she often channeled her genuine anger toward Jones into her character, turning pain into art. When filming ended, she made it clear she would never work with him again, saying, "I couldn't stand being in the same room with him." Jones never publicly responded, but insiders confirmed his temper and rigidity often clashed with strong personalities like Field's. One crew member described their interactions as two storms colliding. Years later, Sally reflected on that experience with brutal honesty, saying, "He may be a brilliant actor, but that doesn't mean you have to like the person. I didn't. In fact, I hated him." Her refusal to pretend, her commitment to speaking her truth, and her belief that talent should never excuse cruelty made her one of the most respected voices in Hollywood. Despite moments of pain and conflict, Sally Field's legacy shines bright. From Norma to Forrest Gump, From Steel Magnolias to Lincoln, she has built a career defined by courage, honesty, and authenticity. Her journey from a shy girl in Pasadena to one of the greatest actresses of her generation proves that true power lies in perseverance and integrity. Sally Field never needed to be perfect. She just needed to be real, and that's exactly why audiences still love her today. To hear more powerful stories like this from Hollywood's most unforgettable stars, make sure to subscribe to Hollywood Bulletin and press the bell icon so you never miss a new video.